When looking at this compass, you see north, east, south, and west. Never eat soggy waffles is also a shorter way to learn each direction. But where exactly is north? And where exactly is south? You could be standing in a completely different direction than what you think it is. When it comes to navigating with a compass, many people get confused because not everyone knows the proper way on how to use it. Today, I'm here to teach you how to use a compass, what it looks like, and when you can use it, even on a map. Using a map with a compass can be very helpful, especially if you get lost. It's also used for sports like orienteering, which is used to go to the next checkpoint after finding your location using your compass on the map. Here's a close-up of the compass to get a better look. One of the main parts on the compass is called the housing, which contains the magnetic needle and has the points of the compass printed on a circular rotating bezel. The bezel is able to be turned to get a certain degrees for the direction that you're going to travel in. After you find your degree inside of the housing, you're going to want to look at the orienteering arrow, which is the red arrow lined up. You're going to want to put the needle inside of the orienteering arrow. You're going to want the side of the needle that is red, so you want both of the reds to match up to each other. This is called putting Fred in the shed. When using your compass on a map, you're going to want to line up your starting point to your ending point, meaning which way you want to go. After you line up your compass, you're going to want to look at the direction of travel arrow, which is at the top of the compass below the scales. Looking at this will tell you the direction you're going to travel in. Looking back at the map, there are black vertical lines going straight up and down. When looking at these, this shows you that north is straight up on the map. So you're going to want to line north up with the index lines. And once you do that, the numbers on the bezel, or the degrees, should line up on the orienteering arrow. Once you do this, you'll have your direction of travel, where you're going, and what degrees you're going. So you should be set to go. After that, you can take your compass off of the map and figure out how to put Fred in the shed. You're going to rotate your body wherever both red lines match up. And once you do that, that's exactly where you should be going. And don't be worried. If the lines aren't matching up with the top of the direction of travel, all you have to do is follow the black middle line in between both of them. This should be the center of where you're traveling to. Using this map as an example, we see that the compass is lined up to where the starting point and ending point are, so where the person wants to travel to. You line it up and you put the bezel lined up with the vertical index lines on the map so north can be facing up. You do this because north may not be in the same direction that you are, so this helps the map and the compass line up to show which way you're going to. These are the main points on how to use a compass, but there are a few others you should learn too. The base plate is the plate that's used to hold everything on the compass, like the housing, the needle. There's also a magnifier to get a closer look at the map. Looking at the other picture, we learned about the index line, and right now we have the index pointer, which is the red line on top of the dial or bezel. The declination marks are numbers on the dial put as lines, because not all the numbers can fit on the dial. This sums up the points on how to use a compass. So now if you ever come across one or have one, you know each part. We also discussed how to use a compass on a map, just in case you ever get lost or need it for anything else. Maybe for things like orienteering. Take this video into consideration in case you don't have a phone on you or a GPS. Just remember, it's always handy to have a compass on you in everyday life.